Hey there, Wondering Watchers. Welcome to this pick a card reading, which explores the connection between you and your soul tribe. We're examining those bonds that span across time and space and make you feel like your connection to each other is meant to be. This can be a romantic connection, platonic connection, or familial connection. Keep in mind that these cards provide perspective, but it's your choices and actions that reflect your personal truth. If you're ready to learn about your soul tribe right now, feel free to click on the link to your reading. If you want to find more information out about this pick a card scenario, then here it is. There are 4 piles of cards in front of me. Pile number 1, Tarot of Oneness. This is a newly released Kickstarter tarot deck. In pile 2, we have Cirque du Tarot. In pile 3, Kawaii Tarot, Understanding Tarot with the Kawaii universe. And in pile 4, we have the Muse Tarot. You can choose any pile that you feel drawn to the most in order to learn about your soul connections. To get more information about who is part of your destined soul group, you can choose more than one pile. Each of the readings will be time-stamped in the description box, and by clicking on the link, you'll be taken to the reading of your choice whenever you'd like. But now it's time to tune into the cards, choose your soul connection tarot adventure, and let's make magic happen. Welcome back. This is the reading for group number 1, those who picked Tarot of Oneness to explore their destined soul connections. So group number 1, we're going to first take a look at what draws you and your soul group members to each other. You have high power. So there is a vibration, a frequency at which you kind of operate at or manifest. And you and your soul group members have this ability to sense your highs and your lows, and you can tap into those frequencies. And if things are kind of low vibrational for you, limited thought processes, stagnant viewpoints, then there is a way for you to kind of step out of those. So you are kind of drawn to each other's ability to tap into that vibration and that ability to change your frequency, and you're even tuned into each other's frequency. So let's see what else you have. You have symmetry. So you and your soul group members, it's as if you reflect each other or kind of balance each other out. So that kind of draw to each other is for finding that center of balance, that harmony in your lives. And you have Pandora's box. So group number 1, you and your soul group members are drawn to each other because of things in your life that cause a shock, surprise, anticipated setbacks, but you are there to really help each other be brave enough to open Pandora's box, whatever that might be for you, and kind of face head on whatever potential challenges might come your way, and deal with the discomfort of challenging situations. So group number 1, let's take a look at the significant lessons that you have explored with your soul group in the past. You have rabbit tobacco, optimism, gladness. So you and your soul group members have, in a past life, in another world, have experienced the lessons of being grateful and being positive, and how that can really shape your future, shape your situation. And to some degree, this Pandora's box situation that kind of draws you and your group members together, even how you look at a situation, anticipate something will be. If you are able to look at something as if there is going to be some positive outcome, there's going to be something that is going to be beneficial for you. That is a lesson that was significant for you and your soul group that you've learned previously. You also have periwinkle, veneration, and legacy. So group number 1, another significant lesson that you explored with your soul group previously is recognizing that there are certain people, actions, attitudes, behaviors that deserve not only acknowledgement, but should be honored. Excuse me. And that basically how you treat something in the present, how you interact with another, that kind of leaves an imprint of what that situation was, what it meant for the time, but also the type of person that you were and the type of experiences you were having at that time. And some things in the past are meant to be honored, some things are meant to be changed, and some things in the past continue to be problems, decades later, centuries later. And it could be, to some degree, this could be a lesson that is still being learned. So you also have toadstool self-discovery awakening. So another significant lesson explored by you and your soul group is this concept of understanding yourself, understanding your potential, recognizing perhaps beliefs that you've had in the past and how it affects your focus on the future, what you anticipate for the future, and your connection to things that are greater than yourself, connection to the universe, connection to spirit, connection to your soul group. So let's take a look at the areas of your life that your soul group will impact the most in this lifetime. You have taking risks. So group number 1, your your soul group will have the most impact on you kind of getting outside of your comfort zone, facing your fears, and going after the things that you want, but also even creating goals that you'd want to explore. To some degree, that Pandora's box is still kind of part of this taking risks. Part of, what is it that you anticipate? Is it something scary? Is it something that will traumatize you? Or is that just a fear that you have? Is that something that being optimistic can help you with? Is it something that you have kind of created as your story, where everything new, well, kind of exaggerating here, everything new is a potential for disaster. So here, that's one of the aspects that your soul group will impact. You have new beginnings. So in line with taking risks, your soul group is most going to impact your life by helping you embrace these new opportunities, being able to let go of some things from your past, things that no longer serve you, and embrace new opportunities that come your way or that you might need to look for. So, to some degree, that concept of legacies, things kind of going on for decades or centuries, it's as if this lifetime, your soul group is going to help you start a new narrative for yourself. And then we have protection. So group number 1, in this lifetime, your soul group will most impact this aspect of you feeling secure, you feeling brave, you feeling like you can face the unknown. That is definitely, these 3 things really go together here. So let's get into the Tarot of Oneness. And let's take a look at a main characteristic of a soul member that you'll be most connected to in this lifetime. You have embodiment of Pentacles, which is the equivalent of the King of Pentacles. So group number 1, the person you will be most connected to in this lifetime, who is a destined part of your soul connections, is someone who has been a hard worker, experienced a lot of life, learned from their life experiences, have been able to kind of maybe work their way up from a position, or worked many different types of jobs or different types of careers, and found what has worked for them, has become materially wealthy and secure, able to protect themselves, protect those that they care about, and really enjoy their life And perhaps they did this or will do this by having taken risks, tried something new, and felt protected as they were doing it. So let's take a look at what your relationship with the soul member currently looks like. You have the devil here. So this could look like, from your perspective, someone who is, maybe you feel like they have power over you, that they could be like someone who is preventing you from what you think is, following your path. Perhaps they are like a boss, or someone who has power over you to some degree, maybe a parent figure. I'm going to go ahead and clarify this further. You have Spirit of Swords. That is the equivalent of the Queen of Swords. So here it perhaps is someone like that might come across as outspoken, someone who doesn't, that at times seems cold, but really they are just less emotional than you might want them to be or expect they should be at certain times. So let's see what path you and this soul member will explore together in this lifetime. You have the Empress. So this is about, the lesson of abundance, of being connected to everyone and everything around you, feeling love, beauty, creating what you want for yourself, the environment that you want to thrive in. So to some degree, this individual is going to help you recognize that you are connected to all the opportunities that you could want, and it's just kind of loving yourself, recognizing your wants and your needs, getting in touch with your senses, and being able to trust yourself to explore those connections. So let's take a look at the shared strengths that you two possess. You have the Five of Swords. So group number one, you and this person. Oh, I have like green ink on my hand. Okay. You and this person, this soul member, you have the strength of using your intellect to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. That's a good thing and a bad thing. It's good in that you have that mental strength to kind of to focus and to maneuver and manipulate things the way that you need them to be, whether it is your perspective, someone else's perspective, manipulation through convincing someone, through your words. But it is not a good thing in the sense that you can convince yourself of things that aren't for your best and highest good. For example, horrible things in this Pandora's box coming to you. That's part of, your thought process, how you speak to yourself, how you think about potential problems to be solved or situations that you anticipate. So, your strength is that you have this ability, but perhaps knowing how to use it is something you're going to have to really work on. Or knowing that, or not knowing that, using this intellect in a different way. For example, if you combine this, intellectual focus and ability to use words and thoughts to manipulate, that with the Empress, you can, create something like a advertising or, um, writing books, um, or somehow kind of repurposing your thoughts to be more limitless and abundant and full of love, as opposed to limiting and trying to um, kind of eradicate competition. So let's see what shared struggles you'll have. You have Ace of Wands. So you and your soul member are going to have issues with new beginnings, taking risks, taking those opportunities and actually making something out of it. You might recognize that those opportunities are coming, but possibly not act on those. So let's take a look at what you'll teach your soul tribe member in this lifetime. You have Seven of Wands, so you're going to teach this concept of being prepared and protecting what you care for. So let's see what they will teach you in this lifetime. You have Inspiration of Cups. That is the equivalent of the Page of Cups. So they are going to teach you about kind of wearing your heart on your sleeve and looking at the potential of new situations, having this sense of limitless possibilities, a sense of wonder, and kind of seeing how things can connect in a positive way, in a way where you're seeing life and yourself and your experiences as wonderful, beautiful, magical types of things. So let's see here. I am going to close off the reading with a message from your soul tribe. You have this card of awareness. So group number 1, this message here is for you to really tap into this Empress energy, to become more aware of your environment, to be more aware of your senses, your sight, smell, taste, touch, hearing, and really tapping into those things. And in that way, kind of embracing the connection to yourself and to the environment and those around you, it'll help you to connect with your soul group, and it'll help you to possibly even determine who this Spirit of Swords or Queen of Swords is that you see as the devil, and why it is that you see them that way, considering that you are both going to explore this concept of abundance, love, and nurturing anything that you want to kind of come into existence. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of the connection between you and your soul members. We'll see you next time. Take care. Welcome back. This reading is for group number 2, those who picked Cirque du Tarot to explore their destined soul connections. So group number 2, we are going to start out by looking at what draws you and your soul group members to each other. You have vulnerable. So to some degree, you and your soul group members may feel that you are in a position where you need to build up certain walls for your protection and your safety, perhaps fearing to let certain people in or certain aspects of yourself to be seen by others. And you and your soul group members are drawn to each other to help kind of enforce this concept of you actually being safe without those walls, and helping you to slowly chisel away at what might prevent you from fully connecting to the environment around you. You also have Pandora's box. So group number 2, what draws you and your soul group members to each other is this this need to reassure each other that some uncomfortable situations, some challenges that you face aren't going to be as bad as you think they're going to be or expect them to be, and to support each other through those difficult and challenging times. And you also have this card of bound. So you and your soul group members are drawn to each other to help you figure out what it is that no longer serves you, and to release those things, or kind of be able to release yourself from those things that are not for your best and highest good. Perhaps they aren't there to help you figure out what that is for you, but at least to help you to recognize that you're not necessarily tied to those things, and that once you let those things that are not for your best interests to kind of die off or fall away, then it allows for you to open space and allow more positive things into your life. So let's see what significant lessons you have explored with your soul group in the past. You have Fairy Lily, Mischief, Sabotage. So group number 2, you and your soul group in the past have learned a lesson when it comes to superficial aspects versus substance, and possibly being misled by what's on the surface, and kind of recognizing that things that look a certain way might not always be what they seem. You also have wild cherry, passion, and fire. So group number 2, another significant lesson that you've explored previously with your soul group is this concept of the things that you are driven by, the things that you desire, whatever it is that kind of makes you yearn for something, someone, some type of goal, the things that motivate you, and the things that don't as well. You also have ghost pipe, reliance, friendship. So your soul group, you have explored previously this concept of what makes someone a true friend, what it is about them that you can depend on, what it is that makes someone like a true support system. So let's see here. We're going to take a look at the areas of your life that your soul group will impact the most in this lifetime. You have pleasure. So group number 2, whatever it is that perhaps you have kind of helped each other through in the past, with this being bound to things that no longer serve you and kind of feeling the need to put a barrier between you and your environment because of things possibly having a negative impact. In this lifetime, they're going to assist you most when it comes to you exploring what feels good to you, exploring your senses, exploring that time for yourself, for you to enjoy what's there, to take in the sights around you, to be grateful for your connection to the things around you, to nature, to things that are, again, driving your passions. So you also have wisdom. So in this lifetime, your soul group is most going to impact how you take situations, how you learn from them, and understand them when it comes to looking ahead and knowing better for yourself. What I mean by that is, here you previously had explored this lesson of mischief and sabotage, looking at what's at the surface and being deceived possibly by what's there. With this concept of wisdom, your soul group is going to not only help you see what's below the surface, the substance of a person or a situation, they're going to help you grasp that knowledge and understanding and apply it to different aspects of your life, so that you can trust yourself to know what to do in a certain situation that you might not have experienced before. And you also have success. So group number 2, your soul tribe is mostly going to help you when it comes to your life successes, whatever those are for you. Recognizing your power, recognizing your strength, recognizing what it is that you need to release that's not for your best and highest good, the opportunities that you should pursue, the risks you should take. So, seems like good things. Let's take a look at the main characteristic of a soul member, who you are most connected to in this lifetime. You have 5 of Cups. So the person that you are most connected to of your soul group is someone who shares maybe not the same loss that you do, but you both have this, well, they have this tendency to kind of live in the past or look at the things that they regret, constantly kind of looking at what they should have done or how they should have changed things for the better. To some degree, not having that foresight or wisdom about them. So that's their main characteristics. So let's see what your relationship with this soul member currently looks like. You have the 7 of Swords. So this is a card of deception, liar, stealer, cheater. This is, someone who either you are trying to avoid, you are trying to not necessarily give them the opportunity to make things worse for you or themselves. So let's see what path you and this soul member will explore in this lifetime. You have the 8 of Cups. Knowing when to walk away from a situation, knowing what is not for your best and highest good. Something that seems like it's not going to be good and probably isn't going to be good. So let's see what shared strengths you and your soul connection possess in this lifetime. You have the Queen of Swords. So you both have the ability to reason, to see facts as they are, to communicate your beliefs, and be honest about how you're seeing a situation. You both also try not to have too much emotion in the mix. Maybe you downplay the emotions, or you just think things get messy when too much emotion gets involved. So let's see what shared struggles you have. You have the 6 of Pentacles. So group number 2, you and this member of your soul tribe, you both have the struggle of trying to either be charitable or receive receive generosity from others. It really just depends on whether you see yourself as this really big yellow being here or the tiny little being in the spotlight who is kind of asking for pentacles. So let's see what you will teach your soul tribe member in this lifetime. You have the 2 of Swords. So group number 2, you will teach your soul tribe member to kind of make a decision about what it is that needs to be done and not necessarily focus on their emotion. So here in this situation, you can see this person has spilled all these coffee cups here and kind of is looking at the coffee cups and just thinking, oh no, all these negative thoughts of what they're going to think, how, they failed at something. But you're going to teach them how to kind of just decide to do something about it. Just decide to clean it up, just decide to have someone else clean it up, and move forward without those emotional considerations, holding them back. So let's see what they will teach you in this lifetime. You have King of Cups. So they will teach you how to really embrace your emotions, how you can tap into your emotions, your feelings, your intuition, while still being reasonable and have a clear assessment of the facts or situation. They're going to teach you how you can help support others without taking on their baggage, and help to show you how you can take your life experiences and add them to that emotional maturity that they're going to teach you. And we are going to close off with a message from your soul tribe. You have this card of light. So group number 2, this message from your soul tribe is to really embrace the light within you, to recognize the light that exists around you, and to see the light in the darkness wherever you might be. And perhaps you'll find your soul members in that light. Perhaps you will you'll recognize them, and perhaps to some degree they are part of this shared struggle that you have, and seeing the light or the silver lining around a struggle, and possibly also recognize that if you feel that your light is dimming, that you don't have a lot to give others, make sure that you are focusing it on yourself first before you focus it on others. So group number 2, I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of the connection between you and your soul tribe. We'll see you next time. Take care. Welcome back. This is the reading for group number 3, those who picked Kawaii Tarot, understanding tarot with the Kawaii universe to explore their soul connections. So group number 3, we are going to start off by seeing what draws you and your soul group members to each other. You have this See Beyond card. So you and your soul group members have this ability to tap into your intuition, to sense things that are beyond the 5 senses, and tap into that connection that you have with each other. You have wisdom. So you and your soul group are drawn to each other by the kind of understanding that you have about life and transformations and intuition, and almost like you are old souls. And you have Genesis. So group number 3, you and your soul tribe members, you are drawn to each other by your past troubles. And what I mean by that is recognizing that the things that have made you sad, that have been challenging for you, that have made you really question the things you believe in, maybe who you are, when you're going to, have something, feel something, know something. Those experiences have kind of left an imprint on you, and it's an imprint in a way that it's like a marker of growth, because you have been able to move beyond those moments. But those moments are what draw you together as well. So let's see what significant lessons you've explored with your soul group in the past. You have perceptiveness, vision, Joe Pie weed. So group number 3, you and your soul tribe, you have explored this lesson of understanding that being aware of what's going on in the present moment, being able to tap into your senses, all of your senses, tapping into your third eye, allows you to, see beyond what's there. You also have Solomon's seal, ease, gladness. So you and your soul group, you have explored this lesson of knowing that there are people, there are people or things that can help you when you are going through this troubled times that you experience from time to time. And that can be things that make you feel comfortable. It can be, something as simple as lip balm, making your chapped lips feel better, to cozy socks, and being grateful for knowing what comforts you, what gives you a sense of security and ease, and kind of also is pampering, if you want to call it pampering. And then you have blue bonnet, bravery, and sacrifice. So group number 3, a significant lesson you and your soul group members have explored in the past is being able to kind of gather courage and face fears. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've overcome all your fears, but you have stepped up to certain situations and have put yourself in positions of discomfort, possibly because you also have that experience, have learned that lesson of knowing what puts you at ease. So, perhaps it's tapping into this being perceptive and knowing that this discomfort, this challenge is only for a specific time period, and then once it's over, you'll be able to kind of go back to the things that comfort you. So let's take a look here. This thing here, it's almost reminding me of like this Nancy Drew episode I saw where Nancy ate some poison so that someone else could eat the poison as well, but she had previously taken a some type of blocker or something that would kind of, I forgot what the word is, but make it so that she didn't experience the poison. It's like an antidote. She had taken the antidote beforehand. I'm not saying to try to take any poison, but that's just kind of a situation of kind of facing a situation or being in a situation where there's discomfort, a challenge, something that you wouldn't want to do, but knowing that you are actually fine in that situation. So here, actually, I almost forgot a whole step, but that's okay because I'm okay with shuffling those. So we're going to see what areas of your life your soul group impacts the most in this lifetime. You have relaxation. So kind of being able to kick back, kind of everything that you've put into motion, let those kind of speak for themselves and reap the rewards of those things. It's as if you do a lot. Perhaps this Genesis aspect, going through a lot of challenges, it's something that maybe you take on willingly because you know there's going to be a reward for it, maybe with relation to work. Maybe you know that there's bonuses or incentives or raises, something in the long run is going to be worth it. So, possibly, again, over here, this concept of sacrificing some free time now, knowing that you're going to have some time off later. So let's see what other areas of life they'll impact the most. You have power. So group number 3, your soul group, will impact that part of your life where you actually take action on something, where you seize opportunities, where you make your voice known, you speak your truth, you do what needs to be done, possibly stepping into this bravery and knowing that you have prepared for this moment, or these moments in general. And you have purification. So in this lifetime, your soul group members will most impact you when it comes to letting things go that don't serve you, allowing those good things to come into your life, getting rid of the clutter, washing away baggage, and really learning from your experiences and kind of seeing that the bigger picture of things. So here we're going to get into the main characteristic of a soul member who you are most connected to in this lifetime. You have the 2 of Cups. So this individual is someone who you absolutely feel connected to. You both have this, you know, almost a yin and yang aspect of your relationship. Um, you both feel that you're paying the right amount of attention to each other. You're both feeling the excitement when you're together. You both miss each other when you're not around each other. So let's see what this relationship currently looks like. You have the King of Coins. So this relationship, perhaps it's a stable relationship. It is a relationship where you have kind of been through a lot with this person, and you have both gotten to this point where you know each other's routines, your day to day, you know your challenges, you know what you like, don't like. And let's take a look at what path you and your soul member will explore in this lifetime. You have the Seven of Wands. So here you both kind of explore this concept of speaking your truth, stepping into your power, um, standing up for what you believe in, your inner knowing. So I just want to pull one more card here to see if you'll have to do that kind of against each other. You have the King of Swords. So if you do have to kind of stand your ground against each other or kind of defend your position or your viewpoint against each other, it'll be done in a way that is intended to align with your personal truths. It won't be for the purpose of showboating or, um, trying to be popular. It will be done for the purpose of trying to do the right thing and trying to be rational and clear about it if it does arise. So let's see what shared strength you and your soul member possess in this lifetime. You have Knight of Coins. So you both have this shared strength when it comes to moving towards a future that you're building for yourself and enjoying that process. Perhaps you are in the same job or profession, but your strengths are the ability to be in the present moment, to see things, a bigger picture of things, to be able to plan for your next steps and really enjoy that process of putting something into play and seeing how it develops. So let's see what shared struggles you have. You have Page of Cups. So you both will share this struggle when it comes to looking at the world through the eyes of a child and a sense of newness. Like I said, you have this ability to kind of see the bigger picture of things and this knowledge of, the challenges and obstacles that you face in life and things that you need to do to either overcome those obstacles, avoid those obstacles, live with the battle scars of those obstacles and challenges. So this viewpoint of really wearing your heart on your sleeve, being able to tap into your imagination and creativity and sense of childlike wonder is a struggle that you'll have. You both are a bit more practical. And kind of see that things come about because of ambition and action, and follow through, as opposed to imagination. So let's see what you will teach your soul group member in this lifetime. You have 8 of Swords here. So group number 3, you will kind of teach your soul group member how, when they're faced with a situation of feeling like their hands are tied behind their back, that they're being restricted or isolated, to tap into that concept of being aware of the surroundings, seeing what's there, sensing what's there, and then being able to kind of see outside of those things. And let's see what your soul tribe member will teach you in this lifetime. You have the Queen of Swords. So they will teach you how to really step into your power, your courage, your ability to connect with others, and to be a motivator, to be motivated, and really feel comfortable in your own skin and do things that others might not anticipate or expect, but it's you just truly being comfortable with who you are and following what your passions are in life, your desires, doing what you feel is most comfortable to you. So group number 3, we're going to close off this reading with a message from your soul tribe. Actually, it's this deck that I wanted. Yes. So you have here abundance. So your soul tribe wants you to know that you constantly have what you need around you, inside you, and this kind of ability to see the bigger picture of things, to feel comfortable in any situation. It's really allowing you to make space for the things that you want, the positivity that you want, the love that you want in your life. So I hope this provides a helpful perspective of the connection you have with your soul group, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Welcome back. This is the reading for group number 4, those who picked the Muse Tarot to explore their destined soul connections. So group number 4, we are going to start off by looking at the things that draw you and your soul group members to each other. You have this burn card. So you and your soul group members have this inner light whether it's spirit, whether it's energy, divine essence, whatever it is, you're drawn to each other in terms of what you put out there in the universe. And to some degree, you want to find each other to make sure that that light doesn't go out, that you don't overextend that on other people, that you take some time to yourself, some self-care first before you start using that inner light for others. You have consciousness. So group number 4, another thing that draws you and your soul tribe together is this understanding that we are all connected, that we can to some degree sense each other, sense how each other's feelings are in the environment, a sense of empathy, but underneath it all, recognizing that the thing that connects us is greater than ourselves. And here, that understanding, that connection is palpable to you all. And so that kind of helps you to find each other. You also have this card of caution. So what draws you and your soul members together is this, again, this concept of being there for each other, to support each other, to help unwind yourself, untie yourself to other people's demands, beliefs, restrictions, views of life, and to possibly to recognize that those are even attached to you in the first place, and then to help you unwind from those things. So let's take a look at the significant lessons you've explored with your soul group in a past lifetime. You have water hemlock subversion defeat. So here you've learned this lesson of things that are kind of underhanded, things that have tried to bring you down, whether it is hidden or it is there for everyone to see. You've kind of learned that lesson of there are people there that do want to put a lock on you for whatever reason. You also have Bluebonnet, bravery, sacrifice. So group number 4, you and your soul group have explored the lesson of being brave, facing your fears, stepping into your courage, recognizing that you might need to give up something that you care about. You might have to endure some discomfort momentarily for the purpose of something greater, either something that you want for yourself, something that you want for other people. To some degree, it's a sense of you speaking on behalf of others, whether it's as an advocate or a politician, a sense of you having learned the need to spot those situations where you need to embrace that inner light and use it to either advance a belief or a truth that you have or that someone else has that is important to you. You also have butter beans counting time cycles. So group number 4, another significant lesson that you've explored with your soul group is this understanding of repetition, of routines, cycles, things kind of having a rhythm to it. It's almost this ability to recognize the calm before the storm type of thing, to see certain like micro mannerisms that someone might have, signs that they give off before, they act in a certain way or do something. But this concept of recognizing certain markers in time or actions or behaviors that signal something's going to happen, or knowing when an opportunity is right to act and wrong to act. So let's take a look at the areas of your life that your soul group will impact the most in this lifetime. You have pleasure. So group number 4, some of you, this might be that concept of reserving your inner light for you, or making sure that you don't burn out that inner light, and that you actually do things that recharge that light, do things that are pleasurable to you, that are enjoyable, spending time by yourself, tapping into your senses, knowing what you like, and actually being selfish in that way. You also have trust. So your soul group will impact this aspect of trust the most in this lifetime. Who is it that you trust? Why is it that you trust them? Possibly tapping into these old lessons of, recognizing some things are some things you can sense ahead of time. Sometimes not everyone wants you to thrive. Sometimes people will try to kind of lock up your truth or your spirit because they are afraid of what you can accomplish and do. You have enlightenment. So your soul group is going to really help you recognize your truth, what you desire, how you can use your truth, your beliefs, your voice, your bravery, your understanding of how things are connected, and really allow great things to come your way and to help you have influence over those aspects as well, so that you can really evolve into the person that you're meant to be in this lifetime, whatever that person is. So let's take a look here at the main characteristic of a soul member who you are most connected to in this lifetime. You have 6 of voices. So group number 4, this individual that you're most connected to in your soul group, they are someone that you can rely on, who will support you, who is there for you when you need assistance, guidance, a shoulder to cry on. This person is going to help you navigate through, turbulent waters and help you get to a place where you feel that you can take over without their assistance. Get you to a place where you can feel at ease. So let's see what your relationship with a soul member looks like currently. You have the 7 of emotions. This is the equivalent of the 7 of cups. So right now your relationship is kind of up in the air. Perhaps you haven't met each other yet. Perhaps you've kind of just noticed them, but you can't really put your finger on it. I'm going to pull one more card for this current relationship. You have 5 of emotions, which is the equivalent of the 5 of cups. So this person, perhaps they are someone who from your past, or they are actually dealing with their past and they haven't really come up to the present to be in your view yet. So let's see what path you and your soul member will explore in this lifetime. You have the Emperor. So you will both kind of explore that concept of being powerful, being practical, going after what you want, kind of not just, accomplishing goal, but really accomplishing huge goals, setting out really big markers for yourself, whether it's to have your own business, to become, a CEO of a business, to be some type of owner of something, like a property owner, real estate tycoon. That's the kind of path that you're going to be exploring here. So let's see what shared strengths you guys have. You have this 7 of inspiration. It's the equivalent of the 7 of wands. So you both have this inner conviction, possibly this inner light, this burning, this passion inside of you. Again, this concept of being an advocate and speaking your truth, either on your own behalf or for others. To some degree, this path of being the emperor could be, again, that concept of a politician, someone who is speaking out for something, on behalf of something or someone. So let's take a look at the shared struggles you have. You have strength. So this concept of really understanding or embracing all aspects of yourself and stepping into your courage, but also embracing certain aspects of yourself that perhaps you have not wanted to bring to the surface, perhaps because someone has put a lock on it, prevented it from being explored, perhaps, issues of shame or guilt when it comes to exploring things that are pleasurable to you, your more animalistic, passionate side. So let's see what it is that you'll teach your soul tribe member in this lifetime. You have 8 of materials. So you will teach them how to really put your heart and mind into something that you care about and really work hard to kind of develop or fine-tune or craft something that they care about and have it be something they're proud of and bring recognition to themselves. So let's see what your soul tribe member will teach you. You have 3 of materials. So they will teach you how to work with others to spot the others that share your truth, that share your goals, and want to create something even greater than yourselves, and to trust others, finding those people to trust and seeing how you can really grow from each other. So we're going to close off with a message from your soul tribe. You have relaxation. So here, your soul tribe wants you to recognize that with all these things that you're learning, experiencing, sharing, not to forget that you get some time to just enjoy the moment, possibly in line with this concept of pleasure and not, burning yourself out, and recognizing that those moments of relaxation are needed so that you can get back into, doing what needs to be done, and kind of focusing on your future, possibly recognizing these cycles, seeing when it is that your body, your emotions, your thoughts kind of let you know when it's time to take a break and not push yourself too much. So I hope this provides a helpful perspective of the connection between you and your soul tribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.